Hey everyone, this is Brian Castro with callcastro.com and eXp Realty, here to talk about how to sell your house by owner. Now, keep in mind, 90% of for sale by owners fail. They either end up listing with an agent or take the house off the market completely. You've got an uphill battle, so you've got to do this right. You've got to try to do it in order. So do your best to follow this in the right order and do it right. Because once you put your house on the market, the clock is against you. The longer the house stays on the market, the worse your odds are and the lower offers you're going to get. So the first thing you have to do is decide on a price. The best way to do this is to ask a realtor, have them give you a rough ballpark broker's price opinion, and that will tell you what roughly your house is worth, and they can usually advise you on what price you should put it up for. Don't do it yourself, okay? Don't look at Zillow yourself. Don't do it yourself, because I've seen so many people throw away sometimes as little as $10,000, sometimes as much as $150,000 on a house trying to price it themselves or trying to price it using Zillow. Get professional help. Once you have the price, next thing you need to decide is, are you working with realtors? Okay, buyer's agents are going to show up and say, hey, I've brought a buyer. Are you offering commission? Decide that before they call. Typically, your best bet's going to be 2.5% or 3% or 0%. Offering them 2% because you're being sneaky doesn't do you any good, really, because they are still most likely going to have to get money from their client, which, if that's the way you want to go, great. Have them do the whole thing. I really don't see the point in saying you'll pay for most of the other agent. Personally, I've seen some people try it, but so my best recommendation is to put up 2.5% for someone if they do bring a buyer. That will at least get agents working for you a little bit. Not much. They're really not going to try, frankly, but at least it gives some agents some incentive to try to work with you. Next thing you're going to need is you're going to need to get your listing up. Okay, so step number 3, take pictures. If you can, get a professional photographer. It's going to cost you between $200 and $400, but they do a good job. That's what the realtors do. If you're not going to, and you're going to do cell phone pictures, try to use a good cell phone. Try to get the lighting right. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Take some photography lessons. Good photos will sell houses. Bad photos will doom a house to never sell. Do not put the posting on Zillow, Realtor.com, anywhere else until you have pictures. Don't do it. It's not even worth doing unless there's pictures on there. Don't even start without the pictures, okay? And if you can, please put up good pictures. Try to get one of every room. Try to get pictures of things that are cool on the property or in the house, your favorite highlights. But go live with at least 10 pictures, at least 10 good pictures. Put all your stuff off the counters, put everything away, clean everything, make it nice, okay? And get some good, great, spectacular pictures, okay? Really can't emphasize how important that is. Next step, before you do anything else, make sure you write up your property description. Make it really good. Have a rough summary in there. A beautiful 3-bed, 2-bath, 5 acres overlooking the beautiful Mount St. Helens, right? A brief summary of what's already in the description elsewhere, bed, bath, that kind of stuff, and then write in what isn't said anywhere else. Check out the deer in the mornings in your private garden, I don't know, I guess you'll want them in the garden. You know what I mean, though. Put stuff in there that feels good, that highlights parts of the property and things that make the property cool, that is not put in other parts, because most people will read at least the first few sentences of the description. It is almost as important as the pictures. Not quite, but almost. Okay, so make it good, make it count. Once that's in, do your extra marketing if you're going to. I recommend doing a floor plan of the home and a 3D tour. Those have both been proven to be really beneficial to people thinking about buying, and sometimes it actually increases the amount of money you will get for the home by getting those done. Granted, most for sale by owners, I'd say 99%, will not do that, but it helps. Okay, it really does. It's things that I would do. These are things that I do to list the house, by the way. That's why I'm saying this is what I would do to help you get there. Next thing you want to do, figure out how you're going to handle showings. Okay, no one wants to look at a house with the owner there, because if they look at your, I don't know, look at the paint color even and go, oh my God, can you believe they painted the house green? They're not going to be able to say that with you there. They're not going to be able to converse and talk about whether they like the house or not. It's going to be awkward. Try to figure out some way to get them in and out of the house, lockbox or something like that. And if you can, try to have a neighbor or a friend or someone else do showings, because it makes everything so much more comfortable. And when they go to do the showing, try to have them say, by the way, I'm a neighbor. I am not the owner. Speak freely because I don't care, right? That's typically what realtors are going to do at showings to save you this, but now you've got to find a way around it. So it's not the most secure way to do it, but at least it's a way. But a lockbox will make a big difference, especially if someone comes by and goes, I want to look at the house right now, and there's no way to show them because you're at work or out doing something. It's a way to give them access. It's also a great way to get stuff stolen. So try to get stuff out of the house that's valuable in case someone does do that. But try to make showings easy and try to set up showings to be successful. It's hard. It's really, really hard when you're doing it yourself, but do what you can. On that same note, do everything else you have to do to make showings successful. Clean the house, get the clutter out, make the house show well, make it beautiful. A realtor will tell you exactly what to do and what to clean up and what to put away, but you're not doing that, so you've got to have good judgment here. Have a friend come over, look at what makes the house gaudy or what is sticky and gross, what smells funny. You live there, you won't notice it. You need an extra opinion. Have a friend come over and check it out. Once you've got everything set up, you're ready for showings, you've got the marketing all set up, you've got the Zillow pictures and description and everything else in there looking perfect. Now you can turn it on, okay, on Facebook and Zillow and everywhere else. Don't do it until it's all ready. Once it's ready, you're going to start getting phone calls. And they're all going to be from realtors, okay? Probably 99%. People like me that specialize in helping or just selling for sale by owners. Okay? I mean, I try to help, but not all realtors are as cool as me. I'm special, right? That's why you're here. And most of these realtors that are calling are going to say something along the lines of, I have a buyer lined up looking for this house. And they're going to want to meet with you. The whole reason they want to meet with you is because they want the listing, 99% of the time. Some of them really will. I have had people who have wanted to buy for sale by owners, not many. So, you don't want to completely discredit everyone because sometimes they will show up with a buyer, but generally they won't. So you need to be ready to deal with a barrage of phone calls and answer all of them, frankly, because you don't know who is someone who wants to buy the house right now and who's a realtor. So you have to answer the phone call for all of them. You have to talk to all the realtors. You have to be nice to them, unfortunately, too, because the realtors might bring a client, and you don't want to piss off someone that might actually be bringing you a client. So you're going to just be strapped to the phone. You're going to get a lot of calls, and you have to be ready for that. And I'm sorry. I wish there was a better way to deal with the phone calls, but there's just not. You're just going to have to talk with everyone that gives you a call. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a hold of your title company. Because you're doing for sale by owner, you're going to effectively take all the work that the realtors generally do, and you're going to make the title company do it, if you're successful. Get in touch with them early, see what paperwork they need, see what arrangements you have to make in case something does come up. They will help you. They will not be happy about helping you because you're making them do triple the work for free. But they will help you. So get in touch with them early. It makes their job easier. Then, last step, bonus step, give me a call. If you're doing it for sale by owner, I have a special deal for sale by owners. I post pictures for them on Facebook, Craigslist, that kind of stuff. Make a little video on the property too and put that out in the same places, Instagram, everywhere else. Try to market the home for free. You might come across a few other realtors like me, I don't know. But if you get the chance, give me a call and I will help you market it. No obligation. I'm looking for buyers, right? So if I get someone that calls and says, hey, I would love to buy that house, best case scenario, I get to sell your house. Worst case scenario, I got a new client. I can sell them something else somewhere else. But you still get the benefit of the free marketing and of the free people looking at your home, which is exactly what you want. Overall, a realtor will do all this for you. So for that 2.5%, 3% that a realtor will charge, you get to skip all this. You don't have to learn about any of it. We even pay for all the marketing stuff. So I really do recommend going with a realtor. I think it's a great deal. I think it's a great opportunity, and it gets you more for your home. But if you don't want to, I wish you all the best. I hope you take me up on my offer, and I'll talk to you soon. It's called Castro with eXp Realty, and have a good one.